In fields of glory, where heroes stand, they fought for freedom across the land. With courage bold, they took a stand to keep our nation safe and grand. Veterans are heroes, brave and true. We thank you for all that you do. Your sacrifice forever new will honor you.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Mike. Prior Marine, 4 years in the Marine Corps Infantry. I was with 1st Battalion, 5th Marines. We're out here today for the Marine Corps birthday, and then tomorrow is going to be Veterans Day. Out here with 395junky. Just happy to be out here. Glad to meet with all the cool people out here. Meet with the veterans. Really cool group to get together. Get out on the trails and just spend the time together as kind of a getting back with like a good group of guys like I had in the military, and just happy to be here. Came out from San Diego, made the trip up with and a couple buddies, and just happy to spend a cool weekend with them.
Hi, my name's Mike. I was in the Navy from 1984 to 1990. I was a whole tech and spent a lot of good years. I was pretty young when I went in, and this veterans event is pretty amazing because you meet it. Not 395junky are amazing putting on this event, but you meet so many neat people, and it's not just vets that are here. People who support the veterans, and it's just something that I look forward to every year. That's the support we get is just amazing, and it's something I'll probably always do every year. It's interesting, being a veteran. I'm in my 50s, and I went in when I was 19. And you go in, you spend your time, really proud serving in the U.S. Navy, and you come out and you're a veteran. But I never really said I was a veteran till I hit my 40s or probably mid 40s. And it's not that I'm more proud to be at that time. It's just something when you get older, you appreciate a little bit more. We just thought it was a job back then. But, as you get older, you appreciate it. And I'm just so proud that I was able to serve.
Yeah, my name's Darren. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years in the 90s. Veterans Day has always meant a lot to me. My grandfather was my hero. So he was the guy that sort of was the glue for the family and was in the Navy. And so I went in the Marine Corps and did 4 years and super loved it. And Veterans Day has always been a big thing in our family. Because of the service in the family, my uncle, my grandfather, then me. And then this comes along, and I don't know how to even explain how important it is to remember the veterans, right? And to think about the veterans. Not just to help them, but to think about them and remember or think what it is exactly that they did for us. I didn't serve in a war. I served between the wars. So I there's a little bit of guilt there in some ways, but not really. But the folks that went to the war zones, you really have to think and appreciate the things that they sacrificed and the things that they saw and did. The speakers this week at this event that Daniel puts together every year really were touching. I think everybody felt their story and their dedication to this country, but also realized how hard it was on them. And that's every veteran. That's every veteran in the world. I was also a first responder for 25 years, and I would say the same about those folks. But Veterans Day has always meant something to me, and so having been involved in this now for 3 years, coming to all 3 of Daniel's events, I can't thank Daniel enough, his family enough for putting this together. I can't imagine the work that they do and the time that it takes. But the love that they have for all these veterans is amazing, and to do this is really cool. And we all come together, and there's no better group than a bunch of veterans and those that love the veterans to have an amazing time for 3 or 4 days every year. It's a great way to spend Veterans Day. Why not, right? It's perfect. Perfect.
Home of the brave, land of the free, Purple Mountain's majesty from sea to shining sea. The best damn armed forces who fight to keep us free. Thank y'all for your time in service for our great country. American troops, the armed forces world elite. Try and pick a fight with the USA and you'll find your ass beat.
Hey, what's going on, man? My name is Manny Del Rio. I was in the United States Navy. My job in the Navy was to work on board the USS Kitty Hawk, which is an aircraft carrier. The job for me was a blue shirt, so my job was basically to help with the landing and the recovery of the jets and assist with any flight ops. For me, in my third deployment, that's where I got hurt. Unfortunately for me, I ended up getting crushed by an F-18, which led to the loss of my right leg being amputated below the knee. After that, I got back on my feet, went through rehab for about a year and a half, learned how to walk, run again, then essentially ended up getting medically retired from the Navy. Then after that, because of that, I was able to gain a lot of independence and just self-awareness with Wounded Warrior Project. From the time that I was in the hospital to when I got out, they continued to follow on and invite me to events and, most importantly, share the resources that they have. For me, the biggest resource that I was able to partake was the Words to Work program. For me, because of them, I was able to practice the interview skills, work on my resume. They bought me a suit for my first interview. Essentially, they got me back into the workforce because of their assistance and support. I think for me, this being the third annual event, brought to us by Daniel and Tish and their family, just very grateful. I think everything that all the white noise that we see in the media and etc. Like, it's just good to be reminded at the end of the day, like we're all equal. We're all equal individuals. We all share similar likes and interests, but most importantly, we're all true Americans and just love this country. We get to enjoy each day to the fullest. We get to enjoy these sort of sceneries because of the men and women that have fought for this country. And this weekend is just super important because not only are we seeing old friends, but we're making new friends, and most importantly, we're just adding that to our friendship list of folks that we can call on if we ever need anything. But it's always a quick event. Unfortunately, the days go by fast. It's just there's so much good food, good laughter, and great stories to share among each campground that I wish this was a week long.
Yeah.
But overall, just from the bottom of my heart, just big thank you to Daniel and Tish for what they continue to do. I think it speaks volume of where their heart's at and just the kindness people. And second to that is all the sponsors. Honestly, at the end of the day, without the sponsors and helping them, it just kind of makes that even much more exciting, right? Ultimately, getting them involved and showing them it's a community. It takes a community to to be there for each other, whether it's just this weekend or even after this weekend. But just thank you. You can look forward to the next event.
Hi, my name's Norm. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, Desert Storm. It's been a great opportunity to come out here, be around other veterans. Seriously, very therapeutic. It's just one of those things that you can't, you can't explain to civilian people that haven't been there. You're with a bunch of first responders and people that sacrifice for others. So when we come out and do things like this, it's very therapeutic for all of us to get together. So, and it's the Marine Corps birthday today. And it's a very special day for all of us in the armed forces. Coming out here, Daniel and Tish put together a great event. We always love coming out and supporting it, but it really is about the people that are out here. Good times, good day, and just a chance to really unwind with people that understand what all the veterans and what all the first responders go through on a daily basis.
Arturo Villegas. Art Villegas was in the United States Marine Corps Reserve. Spent 9 years in the Marine Corps, 2 deployments, one to Iraq and one to Afghanistan. This weekend, Daniel does not know what he's done for veterans. We don't look for it. We don't look for. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We don't look for the gratitude. We do it because it's one thing that we have to do, or I feel like I have to do. I'm sorry. Dude.
It's okay. So today is obviously a special event. I heard it's the Marine Corps birthday.
Today's the Marine Corps birthday. The Marine Corps has been. It's the Marine Corps birthday. We were born in Tun Tavern in 1775. Long-standing history.
So you have Veterans Day tomorrow.
Veterans Day's tomorrow.
And do you celebrate Veterans Day, or do you just do
I celebrate Veterans Day for the Marines that we've lost, not just for the Marines that I've lost that I've known. To name a few: Gunnery Sergeant Nava, Lance Corporal Gonem, and much more that we've lost. But this weekend means so much to me. This event is greater than anybody would know. That
the camaraderie and
the camaraderie. Marines that I've met Marines today that I've never met before, and we still share the same brotherhood. I look to them and I call them brothers. I call them comrades. Some that have never been deployed, some that have been deployed, we still chewed some of the same fat. Whether it's been in Paris Island or San Diego, deployed to Afghanistan or Iraq, deployed to Okinawa, or anywhere abroad, we still share some kind of memory, some kind of camaraderie that we've all had together. And that's what brings us together. That's what holds this fabric of the Marine Corps Society together. And not even just the Marine Corps Society, it's all of the military, the U.S. military. We could go off and, you have rants against the military, the Marine Corps, Army, Navy. We call the Navy squids. We call Army pogues. It's all in good fun. But at the end of the day, we're fighting for one good cause, and that's for this great country that we have.
That's great.
And it's amazing what we share together.
Yeah.
Again, we'll excuse my language, but we'll talk shit about other branches. How we come first or they come last, but it's all, we wear the same uniform, whether it's digicamis, whether it's whatever the other branches of the military wear. We wear the same uniform, and the same uniform is the blood we share, the blood we shed. I'm sorry. That's what we share, is the blood that we share for one another, for the greater good or the greater cause.
So that's what this weekend means to you. And
that's what this weekend, exactly.
Awesome,
that's
Hey, good morning. My name is Joshua Wadsworth, active duty Navy, stationed down in San Diego, almost 27 years, and about to be an official veteran myself, post-retirement here in another year and a half or so. And the biggest thing about being in an environment like this with so many other veterans is knowledge, learning what you don't know, and then understanding what to expect in the life after, starting over. And the other big thing I think to take away from it is what they've sacrificed for our freedoms, to be here, to be able to do this for my son growing up, my daughters, you know, to really be able to make an impact moving forward. Hey, what do you think about camping? You like being out here? Yeah, I mean, it's a huge family environment, great time, and just humbled by the folks that you meet in this community, those that have served, those that are still serving. It's not lost on me, the sacrifices that people make to do it. It is not easy, whether it's 2 years, 1 year, 4 year, 20 years, whatever, it doesn't matter. The fact that you went in and signed on that dotted line and gave up your own rights, if you will, to protect the freedoms that this land offers, it's pretty amazing.
USA got the best damn armed forces around this here globe. Fearless, brave, strong, the American eagle proudly calls home. Honor to the soldiers that fought and died for you and me. I salute the veterans and those still enlisted today. America, home of the brave, land of the free. Purple Mountains, majesty from sea to shining sea. The best damn armed forces who fight to keep us free.